Hey guys, welcome back to the garden. It's a pleasure to be back here with another video for you. And in today's video, I've brought these soybean seedlings that I've got here. A couple of weeks ago, I did a video where I was sowing these soybeans, the seeds of these soybeans in these plant leaves here. As you can see, these are growing from these plant leaves. And guys, I just want you to take a look at how big the first set of leaves are. These are such humongous leaves, guys. They are growing big, and as you can see, they are starting to compete for space. So today I'm going to be transplanting these in a garden bed so that they can have more room to grow and they can have more access to light so that they don't compete for light. You can see that they are already starting to vine out at this young stage. This is a sign showing that they are competing for light. So I believe this is the right time for me to transplant these in a garden bed. So this is what I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to be transplanting the soybean seedlings in a garden bed. Okay, so over here I've brought a couple of seedlings just to show you the difference in growth, which has been caused by competing for space and competing for sunlight. As you can see, these are two seedlings were on the outer line of the tray where I had placed them in, and this one was at the center. You can see the difference between these seedlings and these two seedlings. Even looking at the first set of leaves, you can see that these are a bit smaller as compared to the leaves of these other two seedlings. This only shows that this seedling was deprived of room to grow, and it was also deprived of sunlight so that it can process its processes and grow big. So this is how the light issue and the space is affected the growth of these seedlings, but fortunately most of these seedlings have managed to grow big and strong, and they are ready to be transplanted. So over here I've got the space where I'm going to be transplanting these seedlings. This is the garden bed where I used to have my corn growing in, and as you can see, I've left the roots of the corn in the ground so that as they decompose they can add some organic matter, some organic material back to the soil, and they will enrich the soil. Maize takes a lot of nutrients from the soil, so it's only rational that I leave the stems in the soil, in the ground, so that as they break down, they add back to the soil. This is a bit difficult to do with one hand, but I'll try my best to keep the root ball on the bean plant so that it won't get any transplant shock. Okay. Okay, so I've tried my best to keep the root ball intact and not to disturb the roots, as this will cause some transplant shock. So these are the roots on this soybean seedling. You can see that it was growing well in this plant leaf, and we want to keep it that way when it gets in its new bed, which is going to be its new home. So I've not disturbed this seedling much. Okay, let me put it inside its new home where it's now going to be growing for the rest of its life. So I'll just place it in like this and cover back with soil from the bed. And the next thing that I need to do is to go fetch some water and water in this seedling. Okay, so I've brought back some water, and now I'm just going to water in the seedling so that it can now adapt to its new home and start growing big. Okay, let me do this again using another seedling. And okay guys, so here is another soybean seedling that I'm going to use as an example to show you how I transplant these seedlings in the bed. So as you can see, I've kept the root bulb on the seedling. I've not disturbed the roots, and this will help the plant not to experience any transplant shock, as its root bulb is intact. Nothing has been disturbed. So I've got my hole which I've dug in the new bed, and I will just place the plant hole like that without disturbing the root bulb, and I will then use soil from the bed to cover and to stabilize the plants. And after I've done this, I will go get my water and water in the seedling, just like this. And I'm done transplanting the seedling. All what this seedling needs to do is to adapt to its new home and continue growing. Okay, so I'm done transplanting the soybean seedlings into their new bed, and I've watered them so that they can start adapting to their new environment, and they can start growing big. So in this bed I've got 18 plants altogether of soybeans, and these plants are going to grow big. They are going to cover this whole bed to the point that you won't even um, see the ground. They will grow a big foliage and they will cover this whole bed. So these beans are going to do good for this bed. As they drop their leaves, they are going to drop some organic matter to the ground, which will break down and feed the soil. And them being beans, they are nitrogen fixers. They are going to fix some nitrogen in the soil as well. And we are also going to get some big soybean pods from these in no time at all. So this is all that I had for you guys. This is what today's video was all about, transplanting the soybeans into their new bed. So I just want to thank you for watching up to this end, and at this time I believe if you have watched up to this end, you have liked this video, and I want to ask you to like the video and to also share with your friends and family. And please don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss out on some of the new content that will be coming to this channel. So thank you guys for watching. I will see you in the next video.